What is going on, our fellow inner nerds? It is co-host Mike Barrow.
Whoa, Mike, I haven't seen you in so long, bro. I didn't know you were still around.
Multiverse, bro.
Wow.
Just broke open.
And you're back. You're back. It's a pleasure to see you again. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Pleasure.
What's up, everybody? What if, man?
What if Captain Carter were the first Avenger?
Right off the bat, I love that the title is questioning what if the situation was that.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like right off the bat, we're in love with the show.
In love, absolutely. This is completely blown me away. The animation, whatever you call this, I believe there's a name to it.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Insane.
It's amazing. But you know the deal. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Follow everything. We're at the Inner Nerds.
Yep.
It just dropped today. Inner Nerd Shorts.
That's right. Today, right now, go check it out.
Mr. Beast. We're coming for you.
Damn you, sir.
We were here, Mike and Steven.
Well, according to him, we're now the ear nerds. So that's great.
But go subscribe to that channel as well. We're on our road to 100. We're so close.
So damn close. I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much for the support right now. This is huge. It's something we've always dreamed of starting, and just to see it organically grow the way it's been, we're truly grateful for you
It's
guys.
amazing.
So thank you.
Thank you so much. From Mike's kitchen to here we are. It's literally Mike's like, we talk about this. Let's put it on camera.
Yep.
It wasn't even on camera. Let's just record it.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. We're also on that road to 100. We're almost there. 87 as of right now.
Yeah.
You know what happens. Y'all get a free 100 special shirt from our boy Augie.
Yeah, he apparently has a crazy artwork already done up, keeps teasing Steven, and it's
We saw it
killing
today.
us. It's killing
We
us.
saw it today. It's insane.
It's pretty sick.
Let's get to this episode, man.
Let's do it.
It was sick. So should we run through the cast real quick?
Let's do it.
So our original cast, we had Ailey Etwall, who played Peggy.
We have Sebastian Stan
There we go.
as Bucky. Sebastian Stan as Bucky, of course.
Dominic Cooper as Howard. He was the original actor, so we're gonna go through the original cast, I guess. Right?
Of course, we
Right,
got
so-
Toby Jones redeeming his role as Arnim Zola.
Stanley Tucci as Abraham. Mike usually does the hard names.
We got Neil McDonough as Dum Dum Dugan, one of my favorites.
We got Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury.
It really was.
It really
was. We got Jeremy Renner, of course, as Hawkeye.
Josh Keaton as Steve, or the Hydra Stomper, who, fun fact, has been voicing Spider-Man, the animated show, if you watch that.
Yep.
And he was Hercules in the original film.
Get out of town.
The adult Hercules.
We got Roscoe Marquand as Red Skull, who apparently was the one who took over the role for Endgame because Hugo was not available.
No. Jeffrey Wright as the Watcher. This show was directed by longtime storyboard artist Bryan Andrews, which I thought this was really cool. He's been the storyboard artist for Endgame, Captain America, Infinity War, Captain Marvel. I think I just made up the Captain America part. But the Guardians 1 and 2. But he's been involved since Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
Since literally the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's cool that he was a storyboard artist who's now directing the first animated series. I thought that was really cool.
It's very cool. The show has been created by A.C. Bradley and animated by Stephen Frank, who used to use a technique called cell shaded, which I was trying to say earlier. So there it is, cell shaded, which makes 3D animations sort of look 2D, and it gives that comic book feel and look to it, which it blew me away. Honestly,
I think I can speak for both of us. We both thought Into the Spider-Verse was like the
pinnacle.
That was
like I thought that was the pinnacle
Yeah.
of Marvel animation, but nah, shattered. I could not take my eyes off my television screen throughout this entire episode.
And we just watched it again, and I was just as captivated this time.
Same.
I was even more, I guess, because you weren't watching for new things. You were just like the lighting of it, the coloring, the saturation. It's just,
Or just the live action feel it gave off. It was like, am I watching live action? Is this animated? What the hell's happening?
we were literally talking to each other, but not looking at each other because we were obsessed. For that reason alone, you should watch this show.
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, and like, it's just cool to see. I mean, not to be cliche, but what if this scenario happened? Because dude, Becky Carter's a badass. Let's be real.
Insane. We kind of knew that, but now she has powers or the serum.
Oh my god, dude! Oh my god! I think she's kicked more ass than Captain America ever has, compared to the first Avenger film. Like Steve Rogers as Captain America, Peggy Carter as Captain Carter, or we'll call it Captain Britain if you want to say that. insane.
Wait, and let's not forget, like Steve was a volunteer soldier, where she was a spy.
Yeah.
Like she had no problem like kicking ass.
Yeah, she mentions in the show she's usually a little more covert, but she didn't have a problem whooping ass.
No, I mean, if all of a sudden one day I woke up and I looked like Mike, I'd probably go like fight people too. I guess.
So yeah, if you like action alone, this is an episode to watch.
Oh my god,
truly incredible. And for it to be this cel shaded animation technique, it looks so real.
Yeah. Well, let's get into this, Mike.
Yeah.
Let's get into the things that we really loved about this and why you guys need to watch this if you're not watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start from the beginning. You pointed that right away.
Yeah, I loved when the Marvel Studios logo shifted to that comic book-esque logo, and it was just so smoothly transitioned. Yeah. It just looked so beautiful. I love when they play around with the logo.
Marvel pays attention and cares about the details
so heavily.
It's so amazing.
It's great.
And you knew that you were like, every time they do it, WandaVision, Loki, you're like, you know you're going somewhere different.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's awesome when they do that. I love the change, the variant. That's one of my favorite parts when Steve says, like, why don't you stay here? Whereas in the movie, Peggy goes up when he gets the serum, she goes up and everyone follows. Yep. Whereas she stays this time, so everyone stays. That subtle change, I can't wait to see in the other episodes.
Yeah.
What are the changes? And the Watcher called it out this time. I kind of hope they don't call it out. Yeah. So, like, we have to find, like, what was it? What was the change?
Mm-hmm. And we have to dig a little deeper into these episodes. It makes it more fun for us, too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that little tiny moment made this huge change into this multiverse, and like just this episode alone, so great.
The implications of that, like you think about your own life, you just one little, because all they did was they didn't go upstairs. They set the explosion off sooner. Steve gets shot. Yep. And then she's the one who now has to go in.
Yep.
Like that, and just think about your own lives. Like,
yeah, the smallest choice that you make can really deviate your overall outcomes. It's just crazy.
Yeah. One of the things I really loved, and I've always loved the Starks. I mean, you saw the painting or the drawing from Augie, but Howard Stark is so good in this.
So great.
When he's like, I just push the buttons, or he's like, I'm not the punch guy, or
I really love how he ends up being the one who makes the first Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
And even more badass, Steve Rogers is the one that piloted it.
Yeah, yes.
Even better.
Yeah.
I think that was my favorite takeaway. Is the Hydra Stopper becoming into fruition, Steve Rogers piloting it, and then him and Peggy Carter going on a rampage, taking down Hydra.
So cool.
My favorite scene of this episode, hands down, is when they're in the air taking out all those fighter jets. That was insane.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Look, we got a little grime to pull. Disney, we're growing here. Give us some of this footage we can use so we can show our community. They wanted us to show it.
Please.
We know you give it to others. Let us have some of that love. Because like Mike's saying, we're talking about it and how Mike's saying it. And like I'm watching his excitement, and I'm sure you guys see it. It is so freaking cool, that sequence.
It is. There's a one shot too. Just one shot.
She goes through planes and the smoke, and it's hard to it's really hard to freaking explain how cool it is.
Absolutely.
I was saying that, and then Mike like totally expanded on it as well, was how cool they took the best moments of the movie and then just put it into like a 25-minute
33-minute, whatever you want to. Yeah, they took the most like impactful moments of that first Avenger film and just squeeze it into this animated greatness.
Yeah, and it was all like the best lines, the best moments, which was also really cool because we got some of the moments that we saw from Captain America. And this is another thing I'm really excited for is, what are the scenes they changed?
Yes.
We got them breaking through the prison.
Yes.
We got that.
Yeah, Peggy leading the charge instead of Steve leading the charge through the door.
The train sequence.
Very, very cool. It was Steve who happens to fall and they think die, but he never did.
Yeah.
Instead of Bucky. Bucky almost falling, getting saved, and saying, "Oh, you almost ripped off my arm." We see it. We know, Bucky.
We got you,
Bucky.
And then and you were doing some research on this, the whole Hydra thing, and that's like an actual...
it's like something like Cthulhu-looking sort of creature that was the champion of Hydra. I think it's where they get their logo from, is based off of this interdimensional being. It looks pretty similar to the being from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 that comes through in the beginning. But yeah, very interesting stuff.
I love the British shield that Howard makes with the Captain Jack
And you
on
love
it.
the way she kind of uses it differently.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome that she has her own technique with it,
Yeah.
where she uses the edge a lot. She had no problem dropping it. That was the first time I think we've seen the shield dropped.
Yep.
Where she breaks the guy's kneecap just with a punch.
God.
It was unbelievable.
McGregor that dude.
McGregor the heck out of it. I'm not gonna show. We're not gonna put that in there. That'd be really good. Sorry guys, just go watch it. What is like your biggest? Because this is weird, right? Because like, so what's your takeaway from? I would say my biggest takeaway was like, and it's hard for me to like wrap my mind around it, that this is happening, and this is just as canon and real as our current.
Correct. It is. Then again, I'm gonna still stand on my firm ground that I don't think this really holds that much weight in the overall universe, the live action universe that we know. I think it's just like, okay, there's this timeline that's going on, and there's gonna be this one, and then this one, and this one. And then of course, I'm really excited for the bonus episode that's dropping later on in the series. It's a what if co-host Mike Varro gets to ride in the oceans of San Francisco with Mobius and Mobius on our jet skis together on the sunset. That's what I'm very excited about.
Is that happening?
I mean, you heard it here first.
Oh my god, I don't even know what's happening right now. Wait, really? What's happening? Oh, I was like, wait, what?
It's a joke.
I'm so thrown off. He was so serious. I was like, oh, I guess you're going to San Francisco. We have a calendar in the office where everyone doesn't use it, and we just started using it. So I thought that's what he was. I mean, we saw that in the last thing. I was like, wait, what?
If I fooled you, comment below.
Yeah, so what I think where I differ, I don't even differ because I agree with Mike. I don't think these are going to have real implications other than when we see in Loki, and why it's important, like Mike said 1,000 times, you have to watch everything, is that these, I think, are the branches of the main timeline.
Yes.
So we're seeing those branches, like that branch over there is that universe, and then that one over there. Now, I hope, and I said this in the theory video, and we'll put the eye up, that one of these episodes might actually lead into maybe Spider-Man or something, because that might be cool.
Yeah.
Or potentially the Secret Wars, where maybe some of these stories, maybe Kang ends up there.
Yeah.
Takes one of the teams. Maybe I'm far-reaching, and I'm just hoping. Right. Well, it's like, we know there's gonna be a second season. There's my dreams and hopes. I'm not as good of an editor as Robin, so you're not gonna see like my dreams and hopes. But I just hope, because like this is so good and it's so cool, and we know we're getting more Marvel animation, but we know there's gonna be a second season of this. We know there's a second season of Loki, and I think those are happening before Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Or maybe after. I don't know. But if it's before, then won't these have some sort of...
I think maybe season 2 might hold more weight, but I really do think that this series is fan service. And it's what if this, what if that, what if this, what if that.
Are you okay with that?
I'm completely okay with it.
Yeah.
I don't need it to tie into the overall timeline. We don't need to stay in the MCU like as we know it, you know what I mean? We can get these other stories and have fun with them and not have them hold any weight. I'm totally fine with that.
So either way, you guys should watch, because it's cool. As just look at this, it's beautiful, and these might be the stories over here.
These pretty colors, the way the lights hit, all that stuff. Or if you want to sit back, theorize, oh, is this going to tie in later on, or is this merely nothing and we're just trying to enjoy it?
What about the Watcher? Do you think the Watcher?
I do think the Watcher we will end up seeing later on. I do think he is a
this guy,
character.
this Watcher.
This Watcher, correct? Yes,
that'd be cool.
That's the only thing I think we'll get in the future. Is this the Watcher having a live action role in later on films, which I don't know where he'd end up. Maybe Guardians 3. I don't know.
Doctor Strange maybe.
Doctor Strange maybe. Who knows?
That's all I got for What If episode 1.
You guys need to watch this show. It is super fun, super enjoyable, and it's fun to think, what if this ties into the later on or not? So, I do not have the power to get you to subscribe. I will not force you. Take your phones, grab your tablets, computers, make you subscribe. I cannot interfere in that process, but I will sit back and hopefully make sure kind of that you do subscribe, like this video, share with a friend, and love everything about the Inner Nerds that we do always. Thank you so much for this video. We'll see you next time.